Hello. Well, you have to remember that back in a couple of hundred years ago, there was no TV, and people had to entertain themselves in different ways. This is a magic square, 8 by 8, that was done by Benjamin Franklin. He created something where, like in Euler's, each row would be 260 as a total. And if you stopped halfway, it would be half of that, 130. He also arranged it so that the four corners on the outside, when you added those numbers up, and the four right in the middle, and they would total 260. In fact, he found that he could arrange it so that any little square would equal 130. Any 4-block square. Now, this 4-block square and 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 this 4-block, this 4-block, every 4-block square would equal 130. He also got 130 as an answer for any number that were four numbers that were equal distance from the exact center. So here's four numbers. They equaled 130. Here's four numbers that are equidistant from the center. Here's four numbers that are equidistant from the center. Here are four numbers that are equidistant from the center. So I just wanted you to have an understanding of what that would mean. Let's go up 3 here, then I have to go down 3 there. Or out 1 more. And check that out. Check it enough to confirm that, yeah, my goodness, that Ben Franklin found something pretty neat there. Now, there's diagonal lines on here. And where I first saw this, it explained that if you had four numbers in a diagonal row and you added them up with the four numbers coming down in a diagonal row, that total would make 260. Okay? So I checked this group of four numbers and those four numbers and these four numbers and those four numbers and these four numbers and those four numbers, and it worked. And these four numbers and those. I said, amazing. I mean, you must have, I wondered if he used little pieces of paper. Surely he didn't try to write down possible answers and then start again or erase. I hope he was using pieces of paper. But perhaps on some of the long ocean voyages from the United States to get help from France in the American Revolution to try to win their support. It took over 2 months to sail from the colonies to France, that maybe that's something he worked on while he was on shipboard. I don't know. But it would certainly pass the time. He was a pretty ingenious man. Now, I said, wait a minute though. What happens here? Well, there's 3 numbers, but there's nothing for them. And 2 numbers and 1 number. And then I said, oh, of course. This bottom bit of numbers, if it were on top, would match up. There'd be the 16 here, the 1 there, and the 2 here, and the 56 there, and the 56, the 2, the 1, and the 52 would equal 260. And I said, these aren't just rows out here that couldn't be completed. They are completed over there. If only it was seen as a ongoing circle, and there's always those 3 numbers coming up. So there are the numbers coming up again to match up. I thought, holy moly, that's a pretty amazing little leap that Franklin had to make in his imagination, to see it as a continuous roll of rows, and thus having those diagonals be constantly formed. Okay? Well, thanks for joining me. Until next time, bye for now.